Hi, this is Jeff Milkey. I'm a UX professional who's been in the business for decades, working at a number of large and small companies. And today I'm going to take a look at an AI tool that a colleague recently recommended called Flowith. And let's see how it handles our scenario here for designing a new app. So I have a client that just came in, let's say, and they want us to design a pet translator app. Okay. So, help me design a pet translator app. This is day one. I just got the request. Let me put together a proposal now. Let's see what comes up with Flowith here. Okay, it's thinking. That's a very good thing. Now, this is an interesting feature of Flowith here. It creates these things called recipes, where it actually describes to you the steps it will take to answer your prompt. Now, if this all sounds good, that's great. You can see how this progress meter lets you know how far down you are scrolling to. Another interesting, unique interaction there. But you can actually delete or add some additional steps if any of these things sound great. So I love the transparency behind this. It makes a lot of sense. So let's click confirm and run. Can you please provide more details on the types of pets you are interested in translating? Well, this is going to be important. Let's start with dogs for MVP. We want to translate what our dog says so we can better understand them and interact with them. Okay. What desired functionalities or features? Well, real-time translation really makes a lot of sense. What else? Recording sounds. I'm not sure exactly what they mean by that. And any other useful feature that you think may be relevant. Okay, we're going to see how much we can get out of this system before we dive into our own research and brainstorming. Preferred platforms for the app. Okay, this is important too. We're definitely going to say, you know, it's interesting. For something like this in real-time translation, my hypothesis would be an app would be the way to start with it. Although a lot of times a web-based approach is the great way to start. We'll say iOS for now, though. We could also ask it, but I'll make that decision. Okay, so apparently there are some apps out there. I wonder how well they worked. Interesting image resolutions here. It's researching the current state of animal translation technology. Yes, there was an article about sperm whale language interpretation. I remember seeing something about that. This is interesting. You can actually see all of these articles. So it's a great consolidation of research. Very quickly, it brought up all of these things that may have come up in a search result as well. But I like how everything is laid out in this board. It's even searching for potential APIs and machine learning models. Wow, for sound analysis. I thought this was kind of a crazy query initially, but there is something here. We may in fact have an idea for an app. APIs for animal sound analysis. Okay, interesting. Online search. So it's using Google as well. And here a list of potential features. Real-time bark translation, voice recognition, user-friendly interface, always a good idea. Dog emotion analysis. Ooh. Training mode, sound library, activity tracker, health. So there's some interesting ideas here if we were going to actually build this app. So it's a great starting point, and this has all been within a few minutes. Propose a basic wireframe for the app for user feedback on existing pet translator apps to identify common pain points and suggestions. Oh, I hit my usage limit here. Okay, we're back. I am now subscribed, so I should have more power, although it changed my language up here for some reason. We are here. Let's see if I refresh the screen, if I will get my Flowith flow back and be able to continue Let's see if I refresh here. Okay, Flow is thinking. Good, we're back to thinking. Okay, concept definition, core features, which we talked about, technical requirements, user experience, marketing strategy. Okay. All of this seems to make sense. They're good ideas so far. No duds yet. There could be stuff missing still, but it's a good starting point. All right, and that's it. Okay. So I was almost at the end before I lost my subscription. Summarize and decide. Okay, not too bad. I'll say it's a great way to kick off a project to kind of better understand the domain, different possibilities, and within 5 to 10 minutes you can kind of have all this information to peruse and potentially consolidate into the start of what could be a design brief. I wonder if this could actually do all that work for me. I'm trying to figure out if I could actually continue this discussion. It seems like I cannot. Oracle mode. Maybe if I say consolidate this into a design brief. Let's see if we can do that. Okay. Ooh, it lost context. That is unfortunate. Okay, so some work to be done here, but definitely a good start. They're doing a lot of good things with this chat interface. I enjoy the UI and the layout and the transparency and the control you have throughout the process. It is interesting. Refresh or delete a step along the way. Definitely something to continue to experiment with. It's still in beta, so looking forward to what version 1 looks like. That's Flowith. Thank you, everyone.